So as much as we seem to have made it, inside poverty, it's still ruling because the fear, especially the fear of going back to that era. Ish. Imagine, my man, from the Bentley to the taxi. That's a downfall that nobody wants.
Speaking about trauma, you came from poverty, now you're where you are.
Yeah.
Where you are at the moment with what you have sort of nurtured or healed that trauma of poverty.
No, it doesn't heal, my man, because deep down inside, I always tell my CEO, and I say to her, she likes saying to me that no matter what, okay, our expenses every month are more than $1 million, right? Every month, more than $1 million, they amount up to 2.4. Basically between 1.3 and 2.4, depending on what we have for that particular month, like overall expenses. And then she likes saying to me that no matter what happens, I know you will always make a plan for that money. She's confident, right? But I always tell her that behind everything that I do, there's still that poor guy. There's still that fear of going back to poverty. And that's what drives me, and I make sure that I don't fail. Because it's still in me. Like it doesn't go away. Every day when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking, will everything disappear tomorrow? I sleep with one eye because I've built it from scratch. I'm my own insurance. You see, if you are my father and you are the one who built it, I'll sleep peacefully because my father got me. But nobody got me, my man.
You're all by yourself.
All by myself. I've got a team. We're on the same level as well.
Yeah.
We got each other as hope. So as much as we seem to have made it, inside poverty, it's still ruling because the fear, especially the fear of going back to that era. Ish. Imagine, my man, from the Bentley to the taxi. That's a downfall that nobody wants. From the estate to Mikuku Happy. So that's the fear I live with every day.
Yeah. Speaking about the Bentley, I mean, like you've done good money for yourself in Forex, right?
Yeah.
And congratulations on that.
Thank you, my lady.
I'm very much inspired. I mean, like seeing a black brother doing very well at that level. I mean, like you are not a junior trader. You are a senior trader.
Yeah.
You've been doing very well. There's a difference, you know.
Yeah.
But you started somewhere. But it just just to number a couple of cars. How many cars have you bought ever since you started trading?
Yo, I lost count, my man. I lost count. It has to be in my life ever since I started trading. Can I try and count them?
Yeah.
Let me try and count. You'll help me, Nengonak? Yeah, so my brother will help me. So the first car, Ranex, ne? Second car, Opel Corsa. Third car, i30 or A4. Yes, Audi A4. And then fourth car, i30, ne? 5, Audi A6. 6, Audi A4. Or A6, there was 2. Oh, yes. Sure. Then 7, Audi A4. 8, Mercedes-Benz C18. 9, S3. 10, S3. 11, A45 or 63? 11, R7. 11, R7, the first one. 12, A45. 13, C63. 14, H1, I remember. And then 15, I don't remember 15. Sure. But we'll come back to 15. 16. Is it okay? 16, it was the 3. JJ3. V-Class, C63, G-Wagon, I don't know. Yeah, so let's just say those 3. 16, 17, 18, let's just say V-Class, C63S, and G-Wagon. Then 19, M4, gold one. Then 20, yeah, my man.
It's a lot.
More than 40. Yeah, more than 40 cars that I've bought and driven. But also people need to understand that, you know, when you, this is an iPhone 15 Pro Max, right? This one, this phone. I've bought iPhone from X. Now, you can't expect me to carry iPhone 15 and X. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Making sense.
So, a car is a dream when you see it on a poster. They're selling it. Once you buy it and you drive it for a year, 2, 3 years, the max that I've driven a car for was 5 years. Then you outgrow it, my man. It's like V-Class. Kuto, we're literally the first people to have V-Class. Hey, literally, V-Class, we were one of the youngest people where we're from to get V-Class at that time. So when I was 2025, I've outgrown that. Do you understand what I mean? I'll never go to a shop and take 3 million and buy V-Class. I'll never go to a shop and take 4 or 5 million and buy a G-Wagon. I've outgrown that.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what people don't understand. We buy these things, use them as we want. Once you outgrow them, it's a liability to keep it.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? That's why now my main 3 cars, G-Wagon, Ferrari is my daily bread. Aston Martin, daily bread.
Sure.
And I'm going to outgrow them. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's 2025 now. You can't expect me to drive the Ferrari in 2027. I'm going to move to Rolls-Royce or something. And then, where the scam comes in, they say to me, where is that G-Wagon you bought in 2018? You're asking me that in 2025. Where is your underwear that you bought in 2018? You see where the scam comes from.
Yeah.
They say you're a scam because they don't see what you have bought before. So I must now go back and announce and explain, no, I was tired of the G-Wagon. I wanted an upgrade. My man. Explaining to someone who doesn't even know how much a mirror costs. I'll explain that to someone who has a G-Wagon. You see, if you have a Ferrari and you ask me about a Ferrari, I will tell you. Because you and I speak the same language. Even when you say to me, the Ferrari maintenance is hard, I understand what you mean. So people don't have access to these things, yet still they expect us to explain to them about the maintenance of things that they don't have access to or even afford. You see, my man, they once told me that buy property. As we speak right now, I have cases. It's the first time I hear of ombudsmen or property. You know ombuds? There's ombuds in finance. I've dealt with them before. They assisted me when I had a case with Capitec. But ombuds or property now is after me. You know why? Because owning a property, my man, is not as glamorous as they say it is.
True.
They say buy properties, but if you buy a property without a business move, it's not helping. Maintenance. Staying in my estate, my man, I want you to count. I spent 12,000 on electricity, 12 to 15,000 during summer. During winter, it goes up to 28,000. Right? Water, you're looking at about 7,000, 8,000 COJ. Eris is like the click-on system at the gate and whatnot. Yeah. You're looking at about 3,000. So when you say 3,000 plus 12 is 15, plus COJ is about 20-something thousand. You haven't bought food, you haven't bought anything. You understand what I mean? And one would say rent it out. Even when you rent it out, we have apartments. It's still a problem in the long run. When the tenant goes out, you still need to do renovations. There's property rates and taxes. My man, it's not easy. If you do it for a business model and it's your main business model, yes, you can make money. But this thing of people saying buy properties and investment, hey, it's a trap, my man. Now I have to pay the 50,000 for one house in Pretoria that has debts. And the debt is the municipality more than anything. So, hey, it's heavy, my man. And I don't like renting out things. Like natural, I don't like it because I just feel like I'm being targeted somehow. So allowing witches in my private space,